Greg Fear with fearlesseating.net. I am the author of Fearless Broths and Soups, and today I'm going to show you how to make one of my favorite recipes from the creamy vegetable soup chapter from my book, and that's a sweet potato coconut curry soup. This is a wonderful soup for the colder months, so nourishing and hearty, so much flavor in this soup. We got one whole white onion, chopped and ready to go, a few cloves of garlic. I got about a 2 to 3 inch piece of ginger chopped up. I got a few tablespoons of curry powder. And then of course the sweet potatoes, which I have peeled, chopped, they're ready to go. I'm doing 1 can of organic coconut milk, and I'm gonna do a quart of chicken broth. So let me just show you how this all comes together in 3 simple steps. Let's get it going right now. All right, step 1, I have the garlic, the ginger, and the onion simmering in some coconut oil. Simmer them for about 5-7 minutes. And then I'm just gonna add in the curry powder. I got about 2 tablespoons of curry powder. If you don't like curry, you can leave it out. If you only like a little spice, just go a tablespoon. You can adjust and add more later. I like curry flavor. I know about 2 tablespoons is about right for me. And I'm just gonna mix this all in for just about a minute there. Get that curry really mixed in. And that's the end of step 1. And I'll show you step 2 here in just a minute. Okay, step 2, I got my chicken broth. I'm gonna add the chicken broth in. Just about a quart. I have a little bit more on the side. I might add a little bit more in if I feel like I have to. I'm gonna turn this up, bring it to a gentle simmer, and now I'm also going to add in the potatoes. Now, these potatoes I've roasted these potatoes so they're ready to go, but you could certainly, and I've kind of sliced them into about, yay size. You could certainly just kind of slice them, chop them, and then add them in raw. Either one is totally fine. And then if you're adding them in raw, simmer them for about 15-20 minutes until they're nice and tender. In this case, because I've pre-roasted them, I'm just gonna kind of bring it up to a gentle simmer with the broth, and then I'll show you the next step, which is the last step of part 2. So I'll just kind of add those in, like so. And I'll just wait about a few minutes until this comes to a simmer, and I'll show you the next key step in just a minute. Okay, so we got the sweet potatoes simmering, they're nice and tender, and now we're ready to puree this and blend it up and get into a nice creamy consistency. There's a number of ways you can do this. You can use a potato masher and just kind of, mash it up and stir it together. It takes a little bit of time to do that. You can use a regular blender, kind of transfer batches of it to the blender. That can get a little messy. You got to be a little careful because you don't want that blender to splatter. But the best way to do this, what I highly recommend, is to use this awesome immersion blender, and literally we're going to immerse this right into the sweet potatoes, and I'm going to show you how simple this is. It's only like $25-30 on Amazon. There's a number of different brands, but there's 2 speeds, low and high. You're just going to put it right in. It's got a nice blade on the end of it, and now this is blending it up really quickly. Just kind of mix it around. Be careful to keep it immersed so it doesn't splatter. It'll take me a few minutes, but I don't have to transfer anything else out of the pot. Okay, last step, step 3, I'm just gonna add in the coconut milk. I'll mix this all in, 1 can of coconut milk. If you like a little bit more coconut, flavor, you can add in a little bit more, 1.5 cans, maybe even 2. I'll mix this all in. And really that's it, and I'll season it up right here at the end. Little things, accompaniments I'll add at the end. One key one, I think this is gonna make this really fantastic. And that's it, we're almost done. So you can see 3 steps comes together really quickly. So that's how to make a sweet potato coconut curry soup. One last thing is just to add on a few accompaniments, like a little bit of parsley to top it off, and like a nice big dollop of some creme fraiche. You could add in sour cream. You could add a little like ricotta cheese or goat cheese. Creme fraiche is a French-styled cultured cream. It just adds another depth of creaminess to it. There you go, sweet potato coconut curry soup. Yes, indeed. Nice hints of ginger in there too. Oh, it's just so good. Love the spice of the curry. Oh. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna eat.